Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to another little news update. We have had quite a few unexpected things go on the last few days, so it is another little bit of a news update because I'm getting a lot of questions as regards to the volcano in La Palma. There's a little bit of activity going on there, and a lot of people are asking me, is it going to affect Tenerife? Are flights off? Are people cancelling? And I'm getting a lot of questions about it, so I did think I'd just do a quick little update video for you, just to explain a few things and let you know the gist of it, just to clear a few little things up. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We've got loads of different Tenerife videos on the channel, and if you are already subscribed, welcome back. So it's a little bit of sad news at the moment. La Palma has had a couple of small eruptions over there. That's the island just on from La Gomera, in that direction over there. They've had a couple of eruptions, particularly yesterday. It's all started in the afternoon. It has continued to go on. The eruption itself, the blast, wasn't too massive, and that bit is done now, but there is a lot of lava flow going on, which is causing quite a few problems. I'm going to read this main article here from the Canarian Weekly, which does explain a lot of it and what the situation is, especially with the other islands and things like that. So the main article is, how long will the eruptions last? Are the other islands affected? So let me read most of this through for you because it does explain it very well. Having had a chance to analyse the data on the eruption on La Palma yesterday, they do believe that the eruptions and the lava flow will last 6 to 8 weeks. I was amazed when I read that. It's a long time for it to slowly still continue coming out. They don't believe there will be any further eruption points, so those I think there's 2 eruption points that I saw on the TV last night. They are the only 2 points that it will continue to come out from. Thankfully they won't have multiple places because that would be very difficult to, you know, keep an eye on and keep people safe and things. So it is hopefully just that one area. It's sort of 2 right next to each other. The lava flows that have been descending the slopes of El Paso are advancing at approximately 700 meters per hour. The thermal images think the temperature of that lava is 1075 degrees, so it is ridiculous, very, very dangerous. They have evacuated everyone out. They have moved them to the other side of the island where there's no activity going on. All of those municipals and houses and everything all being evacuated. Thankfully that was all done in time. Everyone seems to be safe, no one was hurt or anything like that, so thankfully human life and everything like that is all a-okay. They did do very well to get everyone out and evacuated safely. The only downside is it is going to destroy a lot of homes, a lot of people's houses. I've seen a few videos on Facebook. It's very, very sad, either catching fire, or I've seen a couple of videos where the lava's just, you just see it coming into the back garden, just slowly just taking over the house, even bursting through some of the windows. It's scary and very, very sad. The volcano has continued to emit volcanic material during last night, and the concern from the President of the Canary Islands is the damage it will cause to the properties, as I've just mentioned, both residential and commercial, as it does flow down to the sea. Torres is already in La Palma, as is Pedro Sanchez, the President of Spain, Prime Minister of Spain, sorry. So they are over there meeting up with all the rescue teams and the emergency teams and everything. They have guaranteed that they will support the people that are going to lose their homes. They will get economic help and things like that. They will help them out. That is one thing you cannot insure for over here. On any of the islands you cannot get cover for damage from volcanoes, explosions, eruptions, lava, anything like that. You are not insured, unfortunately. Thankfully it does look like the government will step in at that point and help these poor people out that are going to lose possessions, homes, cars. So there is still an effect. Thankfully it's not human life, but it is people's homes and things, so it is very, very sad. The authorities are encouraging people to stay calm. The worst part, which is the initial eruption, and releasing of the pressure gases and the molten lava has already taken place. They are sure there is not going to be any mega tsunami or the island splitting in two, which is what there's quite a few theories about it, that La Palma will eventually, they don't know when, split into two and cause a mega tsunami and things. They've ruled all that out, thankfully, so that's not going to happen this time, but it is still a possibility that whenever ever that may be, might not even be in our lifetime. They are also pleased to say that La Palma Airport is still open, still operational. It's not recommended to visit there at the moment, and the only airspace that is closed is directly above the eruption is a no-fly zone. So a lot of people were worried about ash clouds and a flight still going on. Everything is operating as normal. There's no big ash cloud, and the only bit they can't fly over is directly over it. So thankfully your flights to Tenerife, everything like that is all going as normal. There's no delays, no cancelled flights or anything like that. They're just recommending that you don't visit La Palma at the moment. But here, Tenerife, everyone's saying, is my holiday going to go on? Are they going to cancel my flights? It's very different to the situation that happened in Iceland that back in 2010, I think it was. Different situation. Flights have been landing here as scheduled all morning, all last night. People arriving for their holidays, no problem at all. That's a lot of people's worries. None of the other islands are affected directly by the eruption, whether by seismic activity, after effects, or travel. It's all a-okay. All airports on all the other islands are operating as usual and receiving tourists, and there is absolutely no danger of visiting for any reason why any flights or holidays should be rescheduled or cancelled. So that should reassure a lot of you. I've had plenty of people emailing me, a lot of people were worried, but basically you're not going to have any problems at all. Everything is staying as normal. It's a bit subdued here today, the weather's a bit funny and the ocean's very calm, and it is a bit of a weird atmosphere, you know, everyone's thinking of them over there. In total 5,000 people, including 500 tourists on the island, have been evacuated to sports halls and municipal buildings in Santa Cruz in La Palma, which is on the other side of the island from where that eruption is. So they have, as I said, heap praise on them because they did get everyone out. No one's been harmed that I know of. They've not got any records of anyone being injured or anything like that. So thankfully it's just bricks and mortar and cars which can be replaced. The government are going to step in and help with that as well, which is really, really good. There is another article here that I was reading as well, that they do predict that when the lava does eventually reach sea level, which it will, down to the sea, we'll get a little bit of this sort of acid rain that will form, but again, it's no big warnings or danger. It's more sort of scientific sort of stuff. So I hope that does clear it up for a lot of you. We are thinking of them over there, but thankfully everyone is safe. Your holidays here are going to be fine no matter what island you're going to. Not recommended to visit La Palma at the moment, but yeah, all the ferries are operating as normal. This is just general rain cloud. We've got no big ash clouds, no rumbles or anything over here. Everyone asking about is Tenerife rumbling and things, any after effects? Nothing at all. I have thrown up some pictures there of what's going on. I have been watching it on the news as well. They've got a live feed. In some ways it's very fascinating to watch. It is a natural phenomenon in a way. It is quite amazing to see it, but at the same time quite sad when it's hitting people's houses and things. So I hope that does clear up. Thank you very much for watching. Do hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up as well. Drop your comments if you do notice if I've missed anything. But those articles, I will leave the link to those in the description. I'll be back tomorrow with some of the normal edited vlogs, but I did want to do this little update because everyone was asking. I know I've done a few updates in a row now, but they've been quite important little updates, I think. And we'll be back to sort of a few different other edited vlogs this week as well. Thank you all very, very much. Thinking of those, it's one of them, isn't it? Sad, but if you look at it in a positive way, you can take the positives from it. No one injured, no one hurt, no one. It's just going to be bricks and mortar, as I mentioned. So thank you very much for watching. Stride on, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.